What's up, guys? Over at Eric's shop.
What's happening?
We're getting ready to tear down the rear end and then replace bearings, get a new gear set installed. So sit back and enjoy.
You say we could be more if we just give it time. And time is saying, hey, my life is on the line. Don't misinterpret me to mean you're killing me. I only want more than what we've seen. You promised me the world what my need can buy. Could be good together, but that would be a lie. You keep on telling me you know how to romance, but I've already told you to keep it in your pants. Where we are, it's not enough for me. Cause where we are right now, it's frustrating me. Where we are is not enough to be. Cause where we are right now is complicating me. Ooh.
Set up beautifully. So we got our new gears in. We're going to go ahead and put some paint on the gears and make sure the wipe is good. Make sure we're in the middle of that thing. So got that set up. I really like where that backlash is sitting, so should be a nice tight gear set.
All clean and new bearings. New gears.
Right in the middle.
So what he's doing, guys, is looking to see where the teeth are contacting the ring gear.
So we're actually, if you look on this side, you can see where that paint's been smushed right in the middle. That's a pretty good place for that gear to be.
Now he's running it through the opposite direction.
And again, right in the middle of that baby. So we're good.
From here we can reassemble the axles, glue the cover on. I got to go buy some new spacers to go on the ends of my tubes here. It's Thursday now. Back over at Eric's shop, HTS. Rear end is done. There's Eric. We're gonna load her up, take her home. She's gonna sit a couple days, let the glue set on the back, and then put some oil in her. Then put her back up in the car, start getting it set up.
Let her rip, tater chip.
That's Cletus's. But I get it back up in the car, start setting the rear end. One thing I know for sure that I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to extend the rear end, and I was tempted to do it here, but if I do it at this point, it's gonna rotate the pinion up higher, and I'm gonna have to extend the lowers out to even it out again. So we're gonna pull these out probably another quarter to half an inch, or those. And get the wheels set further back in the well, and then adjust the pinion angle from there. So that's the next step. And we're gonna get this loaded. Got my boys with me. Say hi, boys.
Hi.
We're gonna make a quick run to the parts store, grab some oil for the diff, and then gonna come home and start working on getting that rear end back in the car. All right, well, we made it through advance real quick. Dean, what do we got?
Motor oil, gear oil.
Gear oil. Do you know what kind of gear oil it is? Do you know what weight it is?
No.
See the numbers on it? Read the numbers.
80W90.
No.
Do you need help with this?
No, it'll come right off.
Even
I'm just gonna wait for these guys to not be in the way. Watch toes.
That's what I was gonna do.
Mine is like a Super Bowl. Got away.
There's only 13 pounds of air in the tires.
A butterfly.
It's got a square end on it. Pain in the butt. See that?
The button.
Is that square? No, but it just barely fits. Nathan, move. Don't just stand in front of the camera and stare at it. People don't want to watch 20 minutes of you staring into the camera. That'll work. And then we're going to take a tip that slightly like this. I'm going to have you come hold this.
Looks heavy.
It's not. Just hold it, don't let it fall.
Heavy. A little heavy.
Not really. Now we're squeezing it in.
Oh, there. Oh.
What? Don't touch it.
Oh.
You okay?
Yes.
You're gonna get dirty working on cars, dude. Okay, so what are you complaining about?
I don't know. I want to work on the car too.
Come over here and learn. Together. Squeeze right here.
Huh?
Keep it in the hole.
Sorry, guys.
Excuse me.
No, we just put in the oil. We're putting in the oil.
Will you go throw that in the trash, please? Put that black cap on it. That's 2.5 quarts. Should be more than enough.
Daddy,
What, buddy?
today, will you actually do a video with me again?
We are doing a video right now.
But will we do another video today?
I don't know.
I want to.
Dean, will you go get the brake clean, please? It's up by my toolbox.
I'm so happy.
Okay.
Is there a rod that goes through there?
There's an axle that goes in this tube. Connects this wheel to that wheel. There's two of them actually. And in the middle there's a spool or a differential. On that spool is a gear. Remember that ring gear we unopened downstairs? Yeah, that's in here now. It goes this way. Also in that box was a pinion. It had the big gear like that. It was that thick.
Yeah.
Remember? That's attached to this. This is the pinion yoke. Okay. See, now it's getting easier and easier to move because it's lubricated. Wendy.
I am getting a nut off.
What's the purpose of getting the lug nut off?
I honestly don't know, Dad.
So we can take the wheel off.
So we can take the wheel off.
Get it all off?
Yeah.
Okay, back up.
So we're gonna
Put the
take
wrench
the
over
wheel
here.
off now.
You're going to take the wheel off now.
I am?
Yeah. Do you want to put the gloves on?
Yeah. What? Does it have to be me?
Yes. Yes, it has to be you. Because you have to learn. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Grab the tire and pull it back towards you. There you go.
Ow, my foot.
You're fine. It's not heavy. Move your foot. Don't. Here, now we gotta walk it out. Gotta get it away from the axle. Keep pulling on it. Put your hands in here and pull. There you go.
Now we can roll it away, right?
Well, now you can just lay it down. Alright, well, things didn't go as planned with making my brackets. They end up getting too thin on the edges there, and they're not going to work. So I'm back to the washers. I had ordered these flanges, but these are no different than these guys in terms of their fitment. They're meant to trap the bearing, and I need something that goes in that lip to take up the space. So we're back to the washers. To counteract it though, I took on each side, I've got a bolt with a shoulder. I've taken and pounded the shoulder in, so there's a press fit now on the shoulder to hold these in. I got one on each side. So I'll do that with some Loctite, and hopefully that'll keep us together. Axle's back together. Brakes are on it. Try to get better light here. I don't know how well you can see on the camera, but everything's synced up pretty good. Blue Loctite on everything as far as the axle retainment goes. Got a couple nylocks on a couple of them just as insurance. So yeah, there she is. Time to put the wheels and tires back on and roll her under. Alright guys, she's back down. Got to hook a brake line up still. Got to align her, you know, get everything where she needs to be. You can see the gap that's there versus the gap that's there. Car's shifted over to the right a little bit, so that's an easy fix, but I'm gonna wait to do that till I've got it up on Eric's alignment rack, where we'll set the pinion angle, align the axle within the chassis, all that good stuff there. So that's where she's at. I got my next round of Chris Boyette epoxy, so we're gonna put that in the new motor here. Right there we go. J35A1. So this too is an Odyssey, but it's the generation before, so not a whole lot of difference. There's a slight compression difference. I think this is a 9.5 or 9 to 1, whereas that one was a 10 to 1. Horsepower ratings factory were obviously a lot different because of that, but it's not going to hurt us. It'll probably help us a little bit in terms of power management and timing. So next step is to get that up on the stand, get it torn apart, get it epoxied, put the other set of rods in it, recap the rings on the pistons, throw this one together. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the cams out of the A4 motor, or if I'm just going to use these. I'll probably just use these because it's easier. We'll see what happens. And then Brent wants me to bring it up and get it up on the dyno. He wants to do a PFI video. So we're probably going to do that here pretty soon. That's about all I can think of. So we'll pick it back up when I get to reassembling the new block and dropping that in. Hopefully we'll be on that either next weekend or the weekend after. Would like to get some testing in before the 26th of May. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but that's a month away from right now, almost exactly. And that's IDRC at Bendemeer. That's the event we're going to go, or we're shooting for anyway. And not going to lie, I plan on winning this event. I want to win this event again. So that's what I'm working towards. Thank you for tuning in, support me, subscribing. I appreciate that. You know, I did one channel ground up. This is a new channel ground up, and everybody that subscribes helps me push that a little bit further, so I appreciate that. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.